guys, it's Tracy from Stampin' Away with Tracy, and I want to show you this cute little card I made. And I used the So Sentimental Bundle, and I really was looking through the catalog for something else, and I saw this. It's on page 21, and this is the card I cased right here from Stampin' Up. Sometimes you don't always have to think of your own. Sometimes you can go through the catalog and get inspiration, and that's exactly what I did. So I want to show you how I made it. I did use the So Sentimental Bundle, and I used Wishing You Much Happiness Today and Always. I used this largest die, and can I tell you how cute that is? Look at that. It's scalloped and it's stitched. Just, you know, love that. So this is the die set that matches it, which I really like. I've used it so much. And let's get started. We're going to use our card base is basic black, and this is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we scored it in the middle from both ends 4 1/4, so that'll fold right down the middle. Now the top first layer is going to be from the Best Dressed series, which I really like. I love florals, as you all have noticed. And this is also in the mini catalog, 2020 mini catalog. If you do not have a mini catalog and you would like to receive one, I have a link below. You can click that. You can sign up for my emails and specials. I tell you about different specials coming up and different things and just some crafty information. Click on that link below, fill that out with your address, and I'll happy to send you a catalog if you don't have a demonstrator. So this is the second one, and it is 5 by 3 3/4. Now, of course, you can adjust this size to anything that you want or you like. The next layer on top of that is Whisper White. Excuse me. Whisper White, and I used this embossing folder, Flourishing. Isn't that pretty? It's also in the catalog, in the mini catalog. I love it. And I cut that out with just the largest die from the So Sentimental, which is this one here. And I just cut it out with my Big Shot. So I have that piece. Now, really what I want to show you today is we're going to use this ribbon in the catalog, and it is the Whisper White ribbon. And I like this because you can color this. Isn't that cool? I mean, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to get my little, here it is, cleaning cloth. And I'm just going to show you how to do this. I take my ribbon on my cleaning cloth, or you can put it on your glass mat. But I can't, you know, because I don't want to make sure I get it all off. So you just take your ribbon, and this is a sponge dauber, very inexpensive. They are in the catalog in the back. And you just rub it on, and you can put however as much ink as you want. So you could make this the color, the exact color that you want. You just tap. I want to make sure you all can see that. Tap and apply to the ribbon. Tap and apply to the ribbon. And you just keep doing that to get the exact color that you want. And I want to show you, look at that. So you just tap, 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 and just apply it to the ribbon. Now you can also use your alcohol markers on these if you want to do it that way. I think both of them give you a different look, so it might depend on exactly what look you're looking for. So that's something I want to show you. Now that ribbon is in the catalog. I don't know if it's going to be in the new annual catalog. So if you like that ribbon, you probably should get it. Actually, I've already bought 2 rolls because I really, really like that ribbon. And it's something that I use a lot. So I got 2. Because I like to be able to have ribbon that actually every ink that I have, I can match it. So that's why I did that. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is you just simply layer it. You just simply layer it. Now, I'm not really sure how I lost that little paper. Oh, here it is. And here's my gray cardstock. So we're going to layer this right on here. So I got out my multi-purpose glue. That's my favorite. It gives me some wiggle room, and I really need that because I want it to be just where I want it to be, placed exactly where I want it to be. So put that here. Make sure it's exactly where you want it. Okay, now that's down. Now, this next piece that we're going to put on, we're going to emboss, and I'm going to show you how I emboss. Now, I know everyone does it a little bit different, or they use different tools, maybe I should say, on how they put their powder on. But I'm going to show you really quickly how I do it. And I already have another piece embossed. I don't know. I'm kind of losing things today, guys. I'm not quite sure how I lose things, but I do. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is you take your embossing buddy here and you just put it over your paper. Get your static off. So the powder, embossing powder, only sticks to the letters or whatever you want to emboss. So you take your Versamark. You can find this in the annual catalog. Tap, tap, tap. I like to get a lot on there. Okay. Then you just put it down. Now, see how you can still see that? Can you? I hope you can see that on the camera. You can still see that. Okay. So, what I do is, I have this little plastic, I call it my little instrument. That's a little, you can kind of scoop it out of the bottom. Then I take my, now this is white embossing powder. Now, when you sprinkle it on, you're going to be like, it doesn't really look white. It is once you take the heat tool to it. So, then I get it up. I tap, 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 tap. Now, look how dull that looks in the camera. It doesn't, you know, because when I did that, it looks more very vanilla than it does Whisper White. But take your heat tool and turn it on. Don't burn yourself. If you've never used a heat tool, it is really hot. But I want to show you kind of the stages when you are embossing. It kind of turns. So look at that. How it looks a little different. And just keep adding heat to it. Yep, it's on high. Keep adding heat to it and it'll melt those powders and it becomes more white. Becomes brighter. But make sure that you don't burn your paper. Make sure you don't burn your fingers too. So be careful and keep your hands out of the way. It is hot. So there you go. And you can see how it looks a little different. And this is actually completely done. And I cut it out. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? It just adds such a, I don't know, personal touch or professional touch maybe. So I want this to actually pop up a little bit. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Dimensions. And I'm going to put 4 on, 1 in each corner. And I'm going to put 1 in the middle because I don't like it to get all saggy in the middle. That's not really my thing. And you don't have to use 5. If that's too many for you and you're watching your budget, you know, use what you need. You could use 2 if you wanted to. So you just peel your backs off, your Stampin' Dimensions. These are the larger. They have smaller and larger. And I love having that option too. So, taking that off. Now we're just going to put this, I want to center it. Okay, that's centered. Now, I already have some ribbon that I've dyed from or colored with my dauber. Now remember, on these ribbons, they have to dry. I dry mine with my heat tool, but remember, don't burn your fingers or your hands. I just kind of put mine in my hands because I want the crumpled look. So I put it in my hands like this, and I use the heat tool to heat set it. It doesn't take long. But these are just scraps from my other card. I didn't want to waste it, so this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tie this in a knot. Just take my paper snips and just tie it in a knot. I like them to be a little bit more even than this, so there you go. And I think I'm just going to add it to here. I want to just put a little bit of color there. So, how you can get that to stay is we're going to use our multi-purpose glue, and we're going to add just a dab right there. Just a dab. And we're going to put it wherever you want it on your card and give it just a minute to dry. It won't take long to dry. Just give it a minute. Okay. And I just wanted to add just a touch of yellow on there to bring the card together, because remember, our base is gray, and I love yellow and gray together. So let's get our base and bring it over. And let's add some multi-purpose glue to the back of this. Okay. And just center it on your card base. And look how cute that card is and how simple it was to make. We have a couple layers. It makes it look fancier or more intricate than it really was. And I love the yellow ribbon. It adds just the touch of yellow to bring that back. So I love that too. So I hope you all like this video. Please check out my other social medias. The links are below. And let me know what you think about this card and whether you liked it or not. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.